We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Get ready for Dodger baseball. Next on the show. Walker Buehler gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Outside, 3-0 now. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. .30 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
In now for Colorado, Garrett Hampson. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's a .375 hitter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
.01, here's the pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there, base hit.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 17.
Into the box now, Todd Helton. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Blackmon at second, Hampson on at first with nobody out. Good waste pitch, 1-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Todd Helton goes down for the first out of the game. To the plate now, Dante Bichette sent out to straightaway center field. Snyder is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
That is fifth. The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
2 men on, 2 out, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Arenado has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Bellinger. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for Colorado, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, another guy with a big arm, Jeff Hoffman. Big 3-pitch mix. Good fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. Good power curveball. It's not a true curveball. I'd say it's more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten a lot better. Good 3-pitch mix, and he'll throw all 3 pitches at any time.
Striding in, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Popped up. Helton in foul ground, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Again, a 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Pee Wee Reese. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Popped him up. Story moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Piazza.
Next for the Dodgers, Mike Piazza. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The pitch. Oh. 2 out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Dodgers down in order. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, David Dahl.
The left fielder, David.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Now at the plate, Trevor Story, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pause, now the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Dahl rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
At the plate, Sam Hilliard, and he fouls this one off. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. hit to first. He's got it. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
Coming to the plate now, Dom Nunez. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So no one on now after the sac fly, and standing in is the DH, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses low and away, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls, no strikes. The count of the Rockies' designated hitter.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Garrett Hampson would be next. Oh, 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Striding in for the Rockies, Garrett Hampson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. Two and 1. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Todd Helton. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 1-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Now the 3-0 offering. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back goes Betts at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Colorado's out in front, 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and up next, the great Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder.
First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Next up for Los Angeles, Matt Kemp. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. From the stretch.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Hilliard is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So stepping in, Cody Bellinger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Dahl is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, 1-0.
A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box, Justin Turner. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball well outside. Turner, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 2-1. Ground ball left side. Arenado's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Dante Bichette.
The right fielder, number 10, Dante Bichette.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Nolan Arenado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside and low, 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. David Dahl waits on deck. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. A payoff pitch one more time. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, David Dahl. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. In his career, Dahl is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Trevor Story steps in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Now the 1-0. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. He's ready now. The pitch fouled away. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Stepping into the box, Sam Hilliard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
At the plate now, Dom Nunez. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. That's inside. 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0. Charlie Blackmon would be next. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next for the Rockies is the DH, Charlie Blackmon. A couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Count even now at 1-1. From the stretch.
Hey!
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Turner's got it. Robinson at second base, and the inning comes to a close. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Dodgers nothing. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. Hilliard is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
At the plate, Jackie Robinson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, he's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Stepping in now, Pee Wee Reese. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
Three and one. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll dive back in safely. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Giving chase is Dahl. But he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Right side. Oh, what a stop. He's up with it. The throw. Got him. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and coming up, the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp. Looking to minimize the damage here. In there, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bichette will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 3 full. It's the Rockies 5 and the Dodgers 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The second baseman.
All set for the start of the inning, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back easily. To the plate now, Todd Helton. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. Over to Muncy, and they double him up.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Digging in once again, Dante Bichette. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2.
Okay.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, Nolan.
Now in the box, Nolan Arenado, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Colorado. They're up 5-1. So here's Cody Bellinger. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The right fielder.
And the pitch.
Bellinger.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The 1-0. Bellinger, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Left side, but well foul. The 1-2 is a ball below the zone. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts is on deck. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now,
new pitcher coming on now, and it's the former number 1 overall pick from 2007, David Price. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in the outfielder, David Dahl. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Now here it comes. Trevor Story waits on deck. 3-1 to the Rockies left fielder.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right side and right into the shift. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. 3-0 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate, Sam Hilliard.
The center fielder, Sam.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
So now to the plate, Dom Nunez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Snyder is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Rockies add 1 more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Rockies 6 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Jairo Diaz will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Max Muncy.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Jackie Robinson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Pee-wee Reese. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Fastball called for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dahl's in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon.
Hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Snyder's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. To short. Right to him. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Todd Helton.
Digging in now, Todd Helton. And he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Price ready with the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Here it comes.
2-2.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The right fielder, number 10, Dante.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dante Bichette, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Rockies strand 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Piazza.
The catcher, Piazza.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Hit in the air down the right field line. The 2-2. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
The center fielder, Snyder.
At the plate now, Duke Snyder, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 2-2 one more time. This one's flared out toward left. Coming in is Dahl, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Now to the plate is the Dodgers' designated hitter, Matt Kemp. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
First and second here with nobody out. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the run, this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
None out, runners at first and second. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hilliard is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity.
Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 6-3 contest. Throw won't get him.
The batter, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Nolan Arenado.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder, David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
1 out, nobody on. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Trevor Story. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way.
1-0. Two balls, no strikes.
Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Wade Davis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Wade Davis.
Striding in once again, Max Muncy. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set and the pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground to second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Soft liner toward first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
In now, Pee-wee Reese. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Now batting, catcher.
To the plate now, Mike Piazza. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hilliard is there, 2 gone. And this throw gets away from him.
The center fielder, number 4. Duke Snyder. Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
McGee.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Duke Snyder. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
At the plate, Matt Kemp. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. It's 1-2. McGee's ready and delivers.
Ball, outside.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
This is in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Rockies lead it 6-4. Into the box, Sam Hilliard. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
The center fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The catcher, number 3.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Now batting, Dom Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Snyder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And he takes a called strike 2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here now the 2-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're up 6-4. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Mookie.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Pitch on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Score remains steady at 6-4. All set to start the 9th in this one, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
Number 1.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Snyder's under it. 1 out.
The first baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
Striding into the box, Todd Helton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's high.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Here's Price now on 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-0 pitch. Is a fastball whiffed on for a strike.
1 strike.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it's a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 10, Dante.
Digging in to try it again, Dante Bichette. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runners on first with 1 down. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time is in there. A called strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ross Stripling takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Lays off, and it's 3-0. David Dahl would be next. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 3-1, and he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Stripling, 30 years of age. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They still lead it 6-4. Scott Oberg takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Max Muncy. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Jackie Robinson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one's wide to the mark, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping into the box, Pee-wee Reese. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Mike Piazza, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-0 pitch. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Into the box, is Duke Snyder. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Matt Kemp would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Kemp. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch.
Oh. 1-0.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. It's sharply toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So now to the plate, Sam Hilliard. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He was a ground out victim last time up. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
So digging in now, Dom Nunez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. One and one the count now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
From the windup, the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. One-two on its way. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bellinger's in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. This game remains tied at 6. James Pazos comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
James Pazos.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
From the stretch.
Oh, what enough?
The 1-0.
2-0.
Pazos is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Now the 2-0 is a ball down and away.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 3-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
At the plate now, Mookie Betts trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. There's one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Here's the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Pazos 28 years old. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back in standing. Ready with another two-strike offering. Swinging a soft liner, a dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are two on with one away now.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. And no swing, apparently, ball one. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Jackie Robinson. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
The tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Ross Stripling claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Rockies, 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium...